Hello everybody and welcome to this new series known as Makeshift Ninja. I'm your host. You don't need to know my name, otherwise I'd have to kill you. And I'll be your guide on how you can become perhaps a very low grade ninja, if you know what I mean. Now the way of the ninja is a dying art, surprisingly, you know. And the very few masters that remain of it wish to die with their art. You know, because they feel as if the way of the ninja has no place in the modern world. But there are many who would disagree with that. You know, and it's just a sad thing to see go. You know, so I thought, what if I were to somehow change and kind of manipulate ninjutsu to kind of shape the world to kind of conform to the world around us today. You know, because there's many techniques of a ninja that many can use today. You know, but just basically different materials. You know? So that's what I'm here to show you guys here today. You know, if there's anything that a ninja was good at, it was basically using anything on hand as a weapon. You know, man, a lot of their weapons were basically either broken or just really old farming tools they modified to do things. The sai was modified from a pitchfork. Nunchucks were just basically used to thread rice. You know, and they're also their ninja stars or shuriken. Were basically just scrap metal that they sharpened to a point, and just several other weapons that they kind of just handcrafted, makeshifted out of all kinds of random material they had lying around. You know, so I thought, why not do that here in this series? You know, not just focusing on the weapons, but also on the martial arts, fighting techniques and martial arts that you could use that are similar to ninjutsu, as well as other things such as stealth and all the other practical things that ninjas head up. But today, today is just going to be a little quick video, a bit of a preview of what you're going to be seeing in this series. And today we're going to be talking about perhaps one of my favorite cartoon characters and somebody who, you know, kind of embodies the spirit of what I mean when I say makeshift ninja. It's none other than the hockey stick wielding, you know, street brawler himself, Casey Jones.
Now that's what I call crashing a party.
When it comes to Casey Jones, he actually does fulfill the criteria of ninja quite nicely. I mean, when you think about it, he keeps his identity hidden behind a mask, much like Ninja did. He also avoided, you know, attention from, say, media outlets and other modern day, like, information spreaders, you know, much like Ninja kept their identity hidden. Again, they were the lowest of the low. Nobody would expect a peasant to be a master of martial arts and, you know, basically a master of assassination. So in a similar way, Casey Jones kept himself hidden. He laid low from media outlets despite having, you know, a journalist girlfriend. He used nothing but makeshift weapons all the time, much like Ninja did. And when it comes to basically basic on-hand, hand-to-hand combat and as well as stealth, we know that he is at the very least at subpar with the turtles themselves.
Goongala! 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 You know, he means well. We're just not sure if he is well.
Now, Casey Jones was a cool character and all, but something that always puzzled me about him was his go-to weapon, the hockey stick. Because even as a kid, I wondered, is that really practical? Like, does that really do a lot of damage? Because, like, you know, it seemed to knock people out all the time with just one hit. But when you look at it, like, sure, the wood is pretty thick, but would it really do that much damage to humans? Humans are pretty resilient, they're pretty durable. You know? So I'm not sure if like a skinny little stick like this, especially with such a weird shape, that'll probably affect its aerodynamics. I'm not really sure how something like this could possibly do any type of damage. So that's what we're here to test today. And here we have some ballistic shell to replicate a human head. And just like my name, don't ask. So yeah, we're basically just gonna test. First, we're gonna test off the strength of the hockey stick, but also we're gonna look at some other practicality details. So for right now, just gonna test how much damage you can do. Woo! Okay, that did it. stuff. Alright. So as you can see, by the way I just kind of went to town on it. Ballistic shell is pretty tough. I'll give you guys a close look at it. Alright, look at that. Interesting thing is that it actually broke through the ice. However, sadly, given the heat of the day, it was kind of already melty. However, that does give us a pretty good assessment as to how much damage this thing can do. You can see here, these are the ballistic shell, kind of sliced through right there with the hockey stick, basically. And we got several other like little cracks and crevices here. Now to do this much damage, it took about 3 swings, which is insane. Yeah, no, gives us a pretty good idea. Honestly, I didn't even think it would actually do this much damage. Like I said, I was doubtful seeing it, but geez, yeah. Injury like this could definitely knock somebody unconscious, perhaps leave a fractured skull. You know, man, split open a head possibly. Like, I mean, if you're strong enough, maybe, but no. I mean, like, there's basically no damage to the hockey stick at all. So, I mean, it's possible. I mean, if you're strong enough, you're to kind of give it a good hit. Could give a pretty nasty, you know, crack to the skull. It's insane. I mean, the ice shattered like instantly, so the ballistic shell took quite a few hits. So yeah, I'd say about 2 or 3 hits. Man, your opponent's done.
Because much like other ninja weapon, it can also be used for disarming weapons at a distance, as well as good takedowns for your opponents. Here you can use the hook to grab down on the neck, and then in this next scene, you can see that it can be used to wrap around the back of the knee for a good takedown, and then you can follow up with a nice little strike to the stomach. As well as its long range could actually keep your opponent at a distance, keeping you at a very safe range and giving you full control of the battlefield.
Well, there you have it, folks. Humble hockey stick. Seems like Casey Jones actually had something going for him, you know? I admit, I was honestly surprised. Just really wowed by just how effective a weapon it is. Not just, you know, in the damage department, but also being able to disarm and disable people. So, yeah, basically, so I guess that's all I got for you guys here this time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, you know, and, yeah. So remember, train hard and discipline yourself, you know, because the way of the ninja is no easy way. There's no easy path to becoming a ninja, you know. This is only the first step. And until then, you have a great day. Goodbye. God bless. Train hard.
Oh, let's break it!